Okay, I think we're live. Okay, well, today we're going to have a little bit of fun and we're going to have a look at finding some deals for holidays. So, finding a place. So, booking.com. Let's have a quick look. So, Easter holidays are coming up as well. I'm quite lucky because I get to go away out of peak times, which is good for me, but it's not always possible for everyone else. But here you go to like booking.com, you come down to enter. What do I like to do first? No, you know what? I would go first to see what there is out there, what possibilities are there. So I'll go to this Sky Scanner just here, and then I will check or explore everywhere to see where the deals are on the flights. So let's go and have a quick look. So as you can see, just goes explore everywhere, and you've got all of this direct flights to all these different places around the world, which is cool, which is pretty good. There's a lot of like kind of some catches involved with all of this as well. So if you go through EasyJet, they add on the luggage if you want luggage. It's like another 40 quid or something. And it always depends what airline you go with, and then it depends where you go as well. So I've put London in, and my closest one is London Heathrow. So I'm going to go London Heathrow everywhere, and there's two of us. And then any time, preferably, I'm looking around April, so somewhere around the 26th. I've actually booked somewhere around there, so maybe for my birthday around May. So you can see here, so you've got all these options. You can select the whole month if you're very flexible. I'm not very flexible, but I can be fairly flexible. So I have booked off this weekend, so I could go for a Thursday and then return. I don't know why there's £284, so I could either do here, that's £438, that's quite a lot. For some reason it's quite a lot of money, but we're going to go for it. So we're going to do a Thursday to the Monday. My birthday is on, oh no, it's a Sunday, so I could do the 8th to the 12th, and we can see what we get for the 8th to the 12th. Okay, so as you can see, this is all pulled up. So Spain's offering the cheapest. We'll go to direct, still the cheapest first, £41. Let's have a look. Okay, so cheapest one here. This looks cool. Never been to this place before. April, and we're in May. Here we go. And then it would be like a weekend. I've put my exact dates in, so it's just around those times. I kind of want a weekend trip. So it'd be Thursday, the 1st of May. Here we go. Here we go. Thursday to the Saturday, a 3-day trip. Thursday. Let's have a quick look at this one. So early in the morning, and then in the late afternoon as well, coming out, which would be pretty good. Direct flights from London Heathrow, so it was convenient for me. £65 per person, so not too bad. We go to the cheapest, so the £65 per person. Got it. And then you can go and book through these providers here. Kiwi, Trip.com, Vueling. So I'd just probably go for Trip.com or Kiwi, one of those. So £6.50, then we get there at 10. So then you'd have, let's check the flights, shall we? So Thursday, so you'd get there. You'd have Thursday afternoon, evening, and then you have all of Friday, and then pretty much all the morning on Saturday, and a bit of the afternoon, so lunch, and then go to the airport. So that's pretty good to explore somewhere. So £65, so I could make a note of that. So I'll just go on to my notes, and so we have, so this is all trips, and we've got, it's a bit large, sorry, it's a brand new phone, it's just finding things out. So flights 65 each, wasn't it? £65. There we go. Don't want that. Go away. Then, so that was £65 each. Bargain hunter, interesting. Santiago looks very nice. Let's have a quick look at where that is. So this is just an example of what you can do. So Santiago, there it is. Look at that. So it's right there, northwest of Spain. Never been there before. I've just been plonked into a bush. Very interesting. Let's click on this. Look at that. So you can go onto Google Maps and check it out. See if you like it. That's all the cathedral. Definitely will check that out. And if you click on the main title itself, you can just go through and scroll through some pictures of the place itself, and it looks very nice. A lot of culture, nice architecture. It's basically just based around a cathedral, it looks like, but the town looks nice. It looks like it'd have a nice old town there as well, just to walk around the streets. So yeah, I'd be happy with that. I'd be pretty happy with that. It's got hotels there as well. So £65 each for those. We're not on British Airways yet. We're on Skyscanner. And then, so I would look at those dates. Okay. So I'm free on those dates. So it would be Thursday, so it's 8th of May to the 10th of May. Then I would go to booking.com, into my destination. Come out of this. Sorry about that. Santiago. There it is. So we'll go down to May. These are my dates. I want Thursday to Saturday, 2 nights there. Select. There's 1 room, 2 adults. Apply. Let's have a look, shall we? And then all of these come up. So I can now filter of what I would quite like. I'm going, so as you can tell, on a budget right here with the flights, trying to find the best deals. You can include hotels, you can do set your own budget of what you would like, but I am doing things on the cheap with this one. This is a little quick getaway just to go and experience the culture somewhere new, take some pictures, have that experience. I'm not really going all out for anything, so for 2 nights, let's do a budget of, what should we say, 150 for 2 nights. That looks pretty good. So you've got breakfast included. I'm not too fast. I could probably just get a croissant out and things like that, you know. Property types. So we've got, I'm happy with apartments and hotels. So I'm kind of going cheap, but not like really cheap. You could go like hostels and motels and things, tents even. So just go with what you feel is right for you. So show results. That apartment has come up again, so it's just good. I always go with the reviews as well, so that's a big factor for me. Reviews. So I'd like room facilities, neighborhood landmarks, room accessibilities, property. Here we go. So it's I want very good, really, or superb. That's where I go for. Show results. Even cheaper for very good, 1,500 reviews, 2-star hotel, or there's a 3-star here, breakfast included as well for £123, 3 miles from the centre. A little bit far out, 3 miles. It's not really, but like there's a little bit of walking. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this one because this looks quite intriguing. Just quickly scroll through the pictures. I mean, looks basic. It's what you're getting for your money. It looks basic. And then we can see whereabouts is it on the map. So it's right there. Roxos. Preferably, I would like something in the middle. So let's go back. I want someone. Filters, we're going to have to adjust the price, I think. Quite happy adjusting the price here. I'm going to go to the map as well. This is an easy option where you go to the map and you check it out. £151. That looks very central right there. It's an apartment. Superb. Reviews, £150. Apartment. Beautiful apartment. Clean, easy to access, well stocked, comfortable, warm, very good. Apartment. Looks nice. So we get this whole apartment. And we can just cook there. So as we were saying, on a budget, just cook ourselves or go to the cafes and restaurants out. Looks basic, looks fine. Let's have a look on the map again. So right there, and then it's just across from the main areas. So that's pretty good because you could just walk down there. We're quite big walkers, so that's pretty good for us. And then we're kind of in the middle of everything here. Okay, so that is 150 quid. The entire place is yours. Good breakfast available. Interesting. A good breakfast is available. I wonder if they just have that there ready for you. And you see the availability. And then it's available for those dates, which is good. One apartment. 151 for 2 nights. Kitchenette, you've got everything there. City view right in the centre. 151. So what's that? That's what, £75.50 each. So £75 each. So we go back. Found a nice apartment. Let's go back to my notes. Scroll all the way back. Stay. 75 quid. Obviously, if you're a solo traveller, you'd be looking at different options. You can also do house shares and stuff like that, depending on how much you want to spend. But as I'm with my partner, so we'll just go together and we split the cost. So split the cost here. And so that would be 140 quid each. That is pretty good for a very convenient Heathrow flights direct to this place. I've got the whole afternoon, and then I've got the whole day, and then the whole next morning as well. And I'm central location, so that is for flights and the stay at 140 quid. That is pretty good deal. And then food and stuff on top of that, and transports and buses and things like any like little museums, that could just total it up to about 200 to 250. So looking total for food, transport, flights, accommodation. So you can make it quite expensive with the food, like depending on like drinks, how many drinks and coffees and stuff that you want to get out. We're only going for like a couple of days, so it won't be too bad. So I'm thinking max budget for 250 for that whole experience. So that is pretty much how you find places on a budget. And I could do this all day. So you just go and book all of that, and that's 250, and you're going to Spain for a couple of nights and just having a look around and taking in the culture and go and experience things. And this is what we like to do. We like to just go to cafes, restaurants, and then just walk about the place and have a look at things. So that is how I would do it. And I'm just going to go back onto maps to have a look. And then you've got top sites here of like things that I'd like to do there. Go walk around the gardens. We've got a contemporary art centre, which would be cool to check out. So all these little museums, and then you've got, looks like you've got local markets. And I like taking pictures and experiencing the culture in the old town and stuff. So that'd be quite nice. It looks like a good place to spend a couple of nights, when to visit. So all of this information is on Google Maps for you as well. When to visit. There's the off season and the peak season. So I would be going May, time, so it's kind of a little bit less popular and lower prices, but just going into like the peak season, like that's July or October, so they'd be more expensive. So May, weather, it's about 20 degrees, it goes up to lows of 9, sun, rain, you don't really know what you're going to get, but it's probably more likely to be nice. And then going into June, obviously, so that's going to be nice. If you can go to June as well, it gets more expensive the closer it gets to the peak, obviously, because everyone wants to go. But that is good price to go and experience something, and you can do that with anywhere. So Skyscanner, find your flight. So if I wasn't going there, let's have a look at other places that you could go to. So Spain was the cheapest. You click on Spain and you've got all of these: Malaga, like Palma, Valencia, like all, it rocks up in price a little bit. France, then Paris is 50 quid to go, it depends. So you click on it, direct flights, and you want a weekend trip, and I'm talking about May. So then look, I could go 64 quid for a 3-day trip to Paris. 64 quid. Yeah, like that is pretty good. 64 quid. And how I do it, this is a big factor. And let's go back to notes so I can just write this out. This is how I budget. So I'm not on the biggest salary at all. I'm average. So, but then how I save, I do have a gym membership, I do pay for a car, but then how I take control of my finances is food. Basically, it still comes down to that. So of course I have my other expensive, my gym membership, my car, as I said, and I do have like experiences, but every now and again I will have this, but I reduce takeaways, and this includes coffees, because a lot of people have this as a regular everyday thing. Lunches I save on. Coffees and lunches, just these two things can take the price per week very easily. I've seen this happen a lot in different workplaces everywhere that I've been to, about at least £50 a week on just not preparing lunches and buying coffees or drinks out, and you know, going for a beer after work or something like that is at least £50 a week. Over 1 month, that would be £200, you know. And if you're getting breakfast or your coffee and then you're getting lunch out, that could easily be £300. I could potentially have that lifestyle as well, like maybe 150, 200 mark, like if I'm buying coffees and some lunches here and there a few times a week. So I don't do any of that. I just prepare food, do my shops at normal places. I just go to Aldi and Sainsbury's, but that is how I'm able to save money to put that towards the trip. So even that 1 month of saving, that is £200, and look, that's pretty much my total budget for a 2-night stay in Spain. And I'm not neglecting myself here, like takeaways, coffees, lunches. It depends what you're used to, what you're familiar with. So it's not a neglect of myself. I'm like looking after myself and my well-being and everything, but I know I do understand for people that is their happiness every day. So it just depends what you want. It depends. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, like I'm just saying it depends what you want to do and how you can save for these things. It's the only way I can do it. Okay, so key point is enjoy life. And this video was just meant to be a description of, like, you know, or just some guidance of how you can do this on a budget and how you can get away. So use those tools that I've said through on that video, and then let me know if you find anything decent. All right, thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.